What happens to a man's body? When you restore circulation after 60, they won't tell you this. Shocking fact. Before the intro, did you know that 70% of men over 60 suffer from some form of impaired blood circulation? And most don't even realize it until it's too late? Call to action. Before we dive into this vital information, do yourself and your health a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe, share this with someone over 60, and comment below if you've experienced any of these warning signs. Your voice could save a life. Introduction. Death starts in the penis? The truth they won't tell you. For men over 60, death often begins in the penis. Now, this may sound shocking, but stick with me because you won't hear this in most doctors' offices, and certainly not on your annual checkup. Here's the truth most men over 60 aren't being told. Death often begins in the penis. And no, that's not clickbait. It's biology, it's circulation, and it's a warning sign too many ignore until it's too late. Let's break this down. Erectile dysfunction isn't just a sexual problem, it's a circulatory problem. The penis is like the body's early warning system. Why? Because it's one of the first organs to suffer when your blood vessels start to narrow. The arteries that lead to the penis are smaller and more sensitive than those in the heart or brain. That means if there's a problem with blood flow, the penis is often the first place to show symptoms, long before you feel anything in your chest. So when things stop working in the bedroom, don't just laugh it off or blame it on aging. That's not aging. It's arterial decline, possibly early-stage vascular disease, and in some cases, the first sign of a future heart attack or stroke. In fact, a landmark study published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology found that men who develop erectile dysfunction are up to 50% more likely to suffer a cardiovascular event within 5 years. Let that sink in. What seems like a private frustration could actually be your body's red alert, its final warning before disaster strikes. But here's the problem. Most men don't talk about it. They hide it. They feel ashamed. And the medical system? It usually responds with a quick prescription for Viagra or Cialis and sends them home. That's like seeing smoke in your kitchen and spraying air freshener. It doesn't stop the fire. Now here's where it gets exciting and hopeful. The good news is that this damage is not permanent. In fact, many men have completely reversed the issue and restored their vitality without pills or risky procedures. The solution often begins with something incredibly simple and surprisingly powerful. Food. Yes, real food, but not just any food. I'm talking about a particular class of natural ingredients found in your local grocery store that, when consumed correctly and consistently, can actually reopen those narrowing blood vessels, reduce oxidative stress, increase nitric oxide production, and even support healthy testosterone levels. One of the most powerful examples? Beets. These humble root vegetables are loaded with nitrates, which convert to nitric oxide in the body, the very molecule your arteries need to relax and expand. This leads to better blood flow not only to the heart and brain, but also down below. But it's not just beets. There are specific foods, herbs, and compounds like pomegranate, watermelon, L-citrulline, omega-3s, and magnesium-rich greens that work synergistically to support endothelial function, detox the blood vessels, and breathe life back into parts of your body that have been silently suffocating. Doctors like Dr. Stephen Gundry and Dr. Mark Hyman have spoken extensively about how dietary changes can reverse vascular inflammation. In fact, there are now cardiologists who say they can read the health of your heart by asking one question: how's your erection? Real-life example. A 67-year-old man named Richard had been dealing with erectile issues for over 5 years. His doctor recommended pills, but Richard wanted a natural fix. He changed his diet, cut out processed foods, added in nitrate-rich vegetables and targeted supplements, and within 3 months, he not only regained function, but also improved his energy, mental clarity, and cholesterol levels. His urologist was stunned. But this isn't magic. It's blood flow. It's biology done right. So here's the deal. If your manhood is slowing down, your whole body might be crying out for help. It's not about shame, it's about survival. This is your chance to take control before it's too late. And in the next section, I'll show you exactly which foods have been shown in clinical studies to restore male vitality, protect your heart, boost testosterone naturally, and reignite your confidence, not just in the bedroom, but in life. Before the body begins CTA, if you're still with me, don't forget to tap the bell icon to stay updated on every new tip to stay healthy after 60. And if this hits home, drop a yes in the comments below. Part 1, Day 1 to 2. The real cause of your circulation crisis is an age stat that will shock you. Erectile dysfunction usually appears 3 to 5 years before a heart attack. After 30 years of working with men, here's what I've learned. Most guys think their symptoms are just a natural part of aging. They come to me saying, "I'm just getting old." But the truth is, the body doesn't give up. It sends signals. Those cold hands, that brain fog, that lack of morning vitality, they're all whispers from your circulatory system. Blood flow starts to decline in the smallest vessels first. That means the first place men notice is usually in their penis, often dismissed or hidden out of embarrassment. But it's actually the most reliable early warning sign for heart disease. Scientific evidence. According to the Massachusetts Male Aging Study, poor sexual performance was a predictive marker for cardiovascular disease. Part 2, Days 3 to 4. The spark plug you're missing. Nitric oxide surprise. Stat: by age 60, your body has lost more than 75% of its nitric oxide producing ability. Nitric oxide, NO, is like a miracle molecule. It tells your blood vessels to relax and widen, improving blood flow to your heart, brain, and yes, your manhood. I had a patient named Robert, 71, looked 60 but felt 90. Low energy, trouble focusing, declining libido. Within 2 weeks of increasing his nitric oxide levels, he was walking with confidence, sleeping like a rock, and even laughing again. Scientific backing. Nobel Prize-winning research in 1998 confirmed that nitric oxide is the key regulator of blood vessel dilation. Real-life insight. You can't replace nitric oxide with just supplements or coffee. You have to retrain your body to make it naturally again. And that starts in the kitchen. Part 3, Day 5 to 7. The superfood that floods your arteries. Beetroot powder plus black pepper. Crazy fact. Cooking beets destroys most of their nitrate power, but concentrated beetroot powder doesn't. Most men roll their eyes at beets, but they're loaded with nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide. When combined with black pepper, which boosts absorption by 2,000%, the effect is like rocket fuel for your blood vessels. How to take it. 1 tablespoon beetroot powder, pinch of black pepper, 8 ounces water 30 minutes before your main meal. Real testimony. My patient George, 68, started this mix. By day 7, his energy surged, sleep deepened, and confidence returned. His wife actually called to say, "Whatever you gave him, keep it coming." Why it works. Beets plus black pepper supercharge. No production. It's safe, natural, and works fast. Part 4, Week 2. The 3-minute morning ritual that supercharges circulation stat that surprises. Contrast showers can improve endothelial function by 70% in older adults. European vascular clinics use a method that takes just 3 minutes. Start with hot water, 1 minute, then cold, 30 seconds, then back to hot. Repeat twice. It trains your blood vessels to expand and contract, just like exercise. Daily circulation routine. Hydrate with 16 ounces water plus sea salt, 3-minute contrast shower. Deep belly breathing 3 times a day, 5-minute calf muscle walk. Elevate legs 10 minutes before bed. These habits push oxygen back to your pelvic region, reduce stress, and make nitric oxide last longer. Part 5, Week 3. Fix the 3 circulation killers. Most men over 60 ignore stat. That stings. Men who sit for over 6 hours a day have a 34% higher chance of developing heart disease. Even if you eat right, there are 3 habits that silently destroy your progress. 1. Sitting too long. Get up every 30 minutes for 2 minutes. 2. Poor sleep. Use an incline pillow to improve nighttime circulation. 3. Mouth breathing. Increases stress and blood pressure. Breathe through your nose. Expert tip. Tape your lips shut gently with mouth tape at night to force nasal breathing. Sounds odd, but it works. Part 6, Week 4. The full 7-day circulation reset plan. If you haven't already, hit like, subscribe, and comment below which of these you plan to try this week. We're in this together. Morning routine. Hydrate with 16 ounces water, plus sea salt, 3-minute contrast. Shower 5 minutes belly breathing. Light stretch or calf walk. Midday. Beetroot drink 30 minutes before meal. Light walk after meal. Evening. Elevate legs 10 minutes. Deep breath routine. Sleep in cool, dark room. Bonus. Tip. Add celery, arugula, and spinach to meals. All are high in nitrates. What you can expect in 7 days. Improved morning energy, clearer thinking, fewer nighttime wake-ups, warmer hands and feet. Return of sexual vitality. Conclusion. Wake up before it's too late. Final shocker, 90% of heart disease is preventable, yet circulation decline remains the #1 silent killer in men over 60. But now you know better. You have a simple, natural, science-backed solution. It starts with giving your body what it has been begging for. Nitric oxide, clean habits, and consistent routine. Don't wait for a health scare. Reclaim your energy, your clarity, your masculinity today. If this helped you, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your future self will thank you, and so will your loved ones. You deserve to live fully, and it starts right now.